So I just had a full long conversation with this person about dating, and I was sharing with them about earlier this year, at the start of the year, back in January, I had this girl stay over my apartment for the weekend. I knew what it was. She knew what it was. She was in town for the weekend, and the day that she came, that morning I went to the store, to get water and some snacks and whatever else that was I thought was needed. And in the middle of the store, I'm literally like, I'm gonna do my bathroom over. I'm gonna fix up my bathroom, yada 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 yada. So I'm like, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna put this new pattern, all this stuff in there, and and I'm not even ashamed to say where I was. I was at the local Walmart. I'm in the middle of the local Walmart, and I'm like, man, let me put this stuff back. So I put all the stuff back, and I'm like, I ain't even changing my bathroom around for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even redecorating my bathroom for me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. This is just about to be a fun weekend. You know what I'm saying? The girl comes over. She stayed the weekend. Good girl, good morals, good character, all this stuff. She's a good person. But we both knew what it was, and we both knew what it was not. And so whatever happened, and, we had a good weekend. And when she left, I told my friend, 'cause my friend had called me. He was like, yo, how was it? And I, as boys, we talked or whatever. And I was just like, physically, it felt good, physically it felt good. But I just remember telling my friend, I was just like, I'm ready for a greater experience. Like, I'm ready for a greater experience. And then I remember that weekend because I was so mad at myself because I had that particular weekend. It was the first weekend in January of the new year. So I was like, I had all this content planned to film. I had like videos to do, like covers to do, but I didn't do any of it because I was, distracted by, my flesh or whatever, I guess. And I just remember that weekend, just me feeling empty afterwards. Like, and of course I repented or whatever, but I just remember feeling empty, like, man, like I'm just ready for a greater experience. And so fast forward to today, I'm at the gym and I ran into my old boss. And my old boss, he's like a few years older than I am. I'm 33, so he's probably like 38, 39, somewhere around there, probably 37, 38, 39. And if not, he's probably already 40. But I had worked for him when he was my age, like when he was 33. It was years ago. And I remember, and I was telling him like, yo, I see you on Facebook, man. I see your wife. I see you. You got your kids. You got your. And I was just, congratulating him on, all the accomplishments. And he's a minister and all that. And he was like, yeah, man. So we got into this conversation because I told him, I was like, man, that's what I want. Like those are goals for me. Whatever. And he was like, yeah. So I was telling him, and me and him was talking. I was just like, I remember, back then when, he was dating these different girls and this and the other. And so we got into this conversation, and he was saying, he was like, man, he was like, I know exactly how that is. He was like, you remember? Because we would, meet sometimes every now and then. We would meet this girl, and it was, he was actually married at one point. And he said when he was in his season of just, meeting different women and just, I guess, it being physical with him or whatever. And he said one of the prayers that he used to pray was, Lord, I don't need company. I need partnership. And I was like, wow. Now I know that might not be deep to y'all, but that blew me away. And I'm just at that place. Like, I feel like I am getting to that place where it's just like, of course, something that is so wrong. The Bible can feel so good, the Bible said that sin is only pleasurable for a season. I think that's what the word says. Somebody quote me if I'm wrong. But I'm just ready for that greater experience. Like, and one thing I told my old boss, I said, I see you on the pictures now. I said it was almost just like yesterday. I was working for you. We was, working together, and you were single. I said, but now it's just like that. You're married. You got a kid. You said, he said he was believing. Him and his wife was believing God for a new kid. And I said, it's almost seemed like it was just like that. Like, I see the picture. And I said to him, I said, I see the picture, but only you know the process. And so there are a lot of us out here that's like meeting person after person. And especially men, like there are a lot of us out here, regardless of social media, what social media say, a lot of us are at that point where it's like, we're just tired of meaningless sex. We're tired of like the hookup culture. Like, we want to meet somebody that we can genuinely rock with and be aligned with spiritually. And it just made me think, like, I can't wait until my story is finished. I can't wait until somebody see me years ago, like, man, I remember you used to be on TikTok and Instagram, talking about how you wanted a wife, how you wanted a girl, and look at you now. You married, you got kids, you're doing ministry, you're doing your music, you're doing social, content. I can't wait until my story unfolds. And that conversation just blessed me. Like, I don't need company, but I need partnership. So yeah, man.